Hello everyone and welcome. We're back with more Monster Hunter Portable Ferret and despite little sleep today, feeling pretty well. And yeah, almost done with armor set grinding. So let me check really quickly. You know, as we all know, consulting the ass. Anyway, yeah, the helm you, Reeves you.
Don't forget the decorations. They also need Uragan parts.
They do?
Of course they do.
Wait, so Crit Draw needs more carapaces.
Yeah.
Oh, Diablo's Shell. Hey, Sophie! Meowdy von the Drone Zone. What is the Drone Zone?
It could be a lot of things, actually.
Yeah, and the other one is Tigrex Scale. But this is normal Uragan carapaces, so we're doing steel Uragan carapaces. Yep, we will. So, let me check really quickly. So, helmet. Uragan helmet you. Okay, I need 2 more carapaces from steel Uragan. Then I have the helmet and leggings material. Good. That armor set is going to look so weird. Anyway, so that, and then obviously we also need to kill 1 Volvidon again, so that's not a problem. And then we just need to kill normal Uragans. Or shells. That sounds doable.
Let's see.
Hey, I have enough carapaces actually. The SFW explanation, I'm listening to relaxing music while enjoying Dutch specialty vegetables. Oh, beans! No, you eat, what's it called? The Dutch eat a lot of, peas. Nice! Enjoy it. What?
Nothing.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah. Claws are 20% low rank.
20% low rank?
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? Then let's do Steel Uragan first for just bonking the shit out of it. And when we've done that, we can do Volvidion, and then we can get to killing Uragan, I guess, for the few final parts. And then we only need to kill the electric weirdo. Directly a red duck. I think I think the crit draw jewels might not be the biggest problem, but we need to kill Tigrex afterwards.
Yeah. One way or another, we need to.
Yes. So. On to the chin again.
We're just killing it, right?
Just killing it. You have cool drinks?
Yeah.
That's good. Just need to kill Steel and Volvidion. Then normal. Gosh, this game is gay. In which way?
It's gay in a lot of ways.
I mean, yeah, but like, in which complementary way? I'm like very confused now. Oh yeah, everyone. Guess who has actually killed the kitty now? Agonia.
I did.
You did.
I don't like the legs. They're always in the way.
The screw. Yeah, it definitely. That definitely happens, pretty lady in a bathhouse. With cats. My hunter needs some muscles to swing around that sword.
It's angry. It always puts after you after the first 2
Yeah.
hits.
No, it's understandable. I just like I need to focus a bit. It is still very warm. You see my subby lesbian vision? I do. I do. Whee! Oh no, the other roller.
The other, specifically Stinky Roller.
Very interesting that we have two of them in the game.
And never again. Yeah, it popped out of existence.
In somewhere else. Gesundheit.
Danke. Hey, I have a slight problem.
No deodorant?
No deodorant and nearly dead.
Come on, I thought it.
If you want to use
Yes.
it, I can use it with you.
There you go. Oh my. That was embarrassing.
Oh, they are on a time. On a very,
Yeah,
very
but
long
like-
timer.
Look, the thing is just I haven't seen it off screen.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
They need to keep them in mind. The rock in your mind. Stop eating rocks.
I kind of hate that you said the rock in your mind, and now I just had that one video of him in my head like it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You are not as terminally online as I am. I see.
Yes.
And I am not even terminally online.
For a person that plays relatively lots of video games, I am very much offline.
I mean, you hate people. I just... Fuck.
You know when I will be online more again? When Dawn of War comes out and it isn't shit.
True. Then you probably play some Mechanicus lady that will order her amounts of, mechanically engineered war drones around. You know what, fuck it, I will go to camp.
Why?
I don't have that many supplies anymore and I'm almost dead and I would fuck up probably elsewhere with almost there.
Well, then you heal at camp.
I'll be back in a second. The Mechanicus definitely looks very fun as like one of the scaling.
Interesting
Units.
that you think I will play Mechanicus, but
I
not that off. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, look, I saw what which factions are there, what they offer. And I will say it's either Mechanicus or Necrons. And I think the Necrons you probably will find interesting and have like interesting parts. But I don't think they're the ones that you would want to play majorly.
Maybe. You're not wrong. The whole scouting feature of the Mechanicus is really nice.
Yeah, that's the thing. I saw the whole, oh yeah, we have scouting drones. And I was like, Or just the fact that you just see what the enemy is doing periodically. It's just like, yeah.
Everything that helps me use less APM per second, basically. Because scouting is APM. Necessary, but...
I do like the idea that it's really this, I'll say, the thing what I like about them is more like, oh hey, you have like similar damage outputs to the Space Marines and stuff. But like, they seem to be definitely more of a scaling ones with good, you know,
with the
recon.
Necrons, they both seem defensive.
Yeah.
Which we will have to see. Normally, playing defensive factions isn't fun.
I know,
but we will see.
I mean, I wonder how the Imps will be in this game, considering they will be the 5th faction. Like, very likely. What's so high, bot? I love that the group weapons just sometimes still have a tackle, you know? I mean, I feel like the Mechanicus, aside from, you know, the scouting, and you like scouting and factions, because like it's defensive, but still more aggressive than Necrons.
Yeah.
And I just don't see you play Space Marine.
I think it's basically the turret rush faction, let's be honest.
I mean, you know what, it would be very in the spirit of the Mechanicus to use turret rushes.
It's like, oh, but what can they do? Well, their buildings are connecting to each other and buff each other up, and also your stuff gets buffed and build things faster. We're gonna rush turrets into the middle.
Meanwhile, orcs just drop buildings everywhere. And taka, 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 taka.
Wake up, you stupid thing. Good.
Wakey, wakey. Death and cakey. At least for us.
I like this fake echo.
Yeah.
But will it have the problem that Space Marine's too strong again? Or not?
Look, the Space Marines could have been nerfed, but that's the thing, then they decided to just not do that. But do anything with the game.
Yeah, it's also different developers.
There we go. Also, like, you know what the irony is? 3 was like the first time Space Marines were like really uniquely strong. I mean, also just because they, you know, nerfed the LR.
It had like one thing that they never realized was strong and they nerfed it. That's the other was shit.
I mean, from what I know, it was like broken, but yeah.
No, it wasn't broken. It was just the uniquely very strong ability of the Banshees. Was the only way Ella could do anything.
Yeah. And it's kind of wild that, you know, the Space Marines were just like overtuned and they never got a balance pass. You know what? It would probably be the funniest bit to do if they ever, you know, went back into like one major balance patch for Dawn of War 3.
If they do a major balance patch in Dawn of War 3, I would like them to, I don't know, fix the actual game. Like,
Yeah, that's a thing.
like stop with the whole outgame leveling thing.
Oh, absolutely. Would be kind of neat. I mean, I'd say they could also just do it so that you just build like heroes in buildings.
I mean, I don't mind
It was fine,
the
yeah.
current state in Dawn of War 3 in that specific area.
There we go.
But you know, when the chin is broken, you can also go for the chin, no problem.
Yeah, it was just a bit easier from that angle.
Yeah. You don't get what you need, huh?
One.
I have 2 characters.
Also, begone what?
I still want to know what the second Necron commander even does. Even though I'm probably thinking the first one is the to-go choice anyway. But
Yeah, I'm generally like, I mean, the fact that one of the Necrons is a Chronomancer, that was probably something you will enjoy. Like, again, I think the 2 factions you will play is Mechanicus and... Just because I think what they offer, you vibe just more with it. And there's the Carapace.
you have your carapaces.
I should have all Steel Uragan Carapaces by now. Yes. Meaning...
Normal Uragan.
No.
No.
Volvidon.
Why we do?
We need to, we need to show people a bit of
Low rank Volvidon even.
what?
It's not a plus. You need a normal claw.
I will see if it is Claw or Claw Plus, but Volvidon, a low rank Volvidon in my high rank stream? Is this even legal? Okay, so, Armorcraft. So we have Helmew, Volvidon Claw. It is, as you said. Yeah, what was it again? Oh, we need 2 Moors. Will you have enough Moors? 11 Moors later.
Who could have not? Who could have known that?
Who could have not?
Who could have known that Uragan has so many Moors?
You break one chin and you get like 3 out of it.
Chinception.
You know what? I just have like the worst German line on my tongue now.
I mean, you will play Orcs anyway because the Orcs.
Orcs!
I like the playstyle of Mechanicus and Necrons so far. They're the most appealing to me, even though I think they're too defensive
Fair enough.
right now. But Necrons were my first faction in Dawn of War in general, so.
Yeah, fair enough. They sound generally good, but
They look like a Noob Stomper faction.
very much. Then again, I feel like that, how should I put it? Right now, all the factions feel like very much on a gradient, but that balanced one, that can actually be somewhat aggressive, but also somewhat defensive faction feels missing, that middle piece, So I'm like,
Imps.
yeah, the fucking look. It's gonna be the imps. They already showed models of tanks from the imps and stuff. So, which is like, will they bring back one of the most?
Which should be the two commanders for them.
Probably made up ones again, but if they are actually if they're spicy, they might actually go and oh, will they I forgot the name right now.
I don't need names, I need rules.
Yabas Kane, aka the joke guy, who basically just failed upwards.
Yeah, but what would he even do?
You know what? He'd probably be a buffer. As like, he probably is like he could probably actually duel other heroes, considering, he has probably people in his squad following him, and he's like very adaptable, like the command squad from the original Dawn of War.
So Commissar, basically.
Basically, he's not. I wouldn't say he's the Commissar, but I would say he's basically the yeah.
You can do both.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second. Let's look up what we.
Volvidon, you said
Normal
Volvidon.
Volvidon, yeah. Yeah.
Try to hold more than one thing in your mind at once.
Sorry, it is right now a bit hard. No, wrong guild hall. God damn it. But yeah, I would say if they make him like the, the command squad from the original Dawn of War Winter Assault, but like, he can recruit like different characters that he knows from his books to the side. People would fucking love that. And it would be
but I don't need any lore shit. I need
basically just he would be the adaptable one. Like, oh hey, you basically have solid dueling capabilities, but you can basically pick people to your side to
I want
counter
Death
shit.
Corps with cybernetic horses and
Honestly-
trench warfare.
Honestly, it would be such a. I feel like they will have one Cadian style group because they always have one.
That's necessary.
Again, I kind of wish they would have the one of the Mobian guards divisions from sides to tie them a bit together. That would be neat.
Hi.
Like where is it actually again?
Well, not in the Thunderer, so cool drinks are fine.
Yeah, I mean we're at lower rank anyway.
Yeah. Rock slide. More like Volvidon slide.
I don't think the Volvidon will let this slide. Did you just take 3?
That could be it.
I don't care, let's just kill it. Your greed sickens me. But yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Binary code and inferior species gefasel. I think we're doing Warhammer impressions right now, right?
Basically.
Okay. Then I did it right.
But I mean, your greed sickens me somewhere different, but like... well,
It could be Warhammer.
you think it's in the 3?
Maybe. I don't know why you're following me as if I knew. Like, I don't know. I'm just going.
That is just the most valid thing I've ever heard. It's here.
Okay. I'm coming. Like Monster Hunter Wilds.
Not fair.
True, it's still more engaging.
I mean, the thing is more like... Let it change areas to okay. I mean, the thing is, you can't really compare going back to low rank with, well,
Wilds?
the dentist simulator.
Not a dentist simulator.
Oh, no. Oh, wait.
Dentists are like nice climatized rooms. You go there and then you're done.
Oh, no. Dentists go, like a lot of dentists, especially from the USA, go on vacation in Africa and hunt endangered species with guns. It's not fair. They just shoot them dead from
Okay.
because it's unfair.
What? It's not unfair.
Why?
It's a valid comparison. I have a claw.
I have also a claw. I also cut one, so I should have enough.
Yay.
That means now checking again, but I should just be able to build the helmet, build the legs, then we do Uragan, and yep, that should be it then. Well, then we have one more thing to fight.
Several things actually.
Which?
Like, I want to upgrade my ice weapon to the Nadabosh.
What do you need to kill for that?
Barrier.
Okay, so let's check again.
But we can upgrade your weapon first. It will be...
I can't even upgrade my weapon.
Yes, we can upgrade your weapon. As in building you a better one.
Okay, if you want to, we can do that. So, Uragan Helm U. 3 slots, 53.
Yeah, that's correct. Build it, don't equip it.
Three slots, 53. Yes. Now I need the tacet and embraces. So let's look at the waist. $50. Okay, I can't build that yet.
Because?
Because I need shells, 2 more. Gauntlets, Uragan, Vambraces S.
You can build those.
Okay, and I will do that. Now I look at the waist again if I need anything more. Oh yeah, scales. Good to see that. But
Scales and shots. Okay.
so that's just normal killing,
Mhm.
I think. Good. Okay. Halfway there. Halfway there, everyone. Good thing the carapaces from Uragan are not needed. And I can save those up.
When is Dawn of War supposed to come out?
September.
September. Next up is August. What was after August?
September.
Nice.
Do you remember? August comes before September.
I know that it comes before September, but I'm always fucking up the later months.
And I need to still see into Ace Combat 8.
So then we should have enough money for it if we don't spend in August that much.
Yep. Can I just... bit overheating right now.
Drink a bit, just one swallow, not too much.
I did.
But always a little bit. Like when sharpening between the areas, always drink a little bit. And if it's too bad, then we just have to end it here.
No, it's fine. Okay, I got to like... No, it was one Uragan hunt so far, right?
Yes. Pretty sure.
So, not a big problem.
I always like the idea of like the unending phalanx of Necrons slowly moving towards the enemy.
It's probably the best, I mean, at least the best idea of that iteration I have seen so far. Just kind of having them, I mean, in general, I will say the fact that, okay, I think the Necrons will probably be like a two-sided sword, because like, I do agree with you on the noob stomping part, because they basically are like, be aggressive. But on the other hand, I think they are very smart in the sense that, you know, if you are someone who has never really played like RTS games in multiplayer actively, I think the Necrons are probably also the most noob-friendly faction in that regard. Because they just...
don't think so.
Don't? Okay.
For one reason. They invite you to play defensively.
Okay, yeah.
But as a newbie, that's not really easy to do. And the only thing you will realize is if you fight against someone better, is they play more aggressively, they kill you before you can do anything, and you get the feeling you can't do it.
Okay, my idea is more like, because they seem to be way more based on how's it called, timers than resource gathering. That would make the macro, like for example, a lot easier. Which is why I'm like, I think that might actually help people. Like, obviously you still need the right mindset, else you will be able to fuck all in. Depending on how good they are, I will just rush you on with my orcs and slam some buildings in front, like tech buildings in front of your base, and just shoot you down with them for shits and giggles. That's just the orc way. But again,
sometimes you just have to do it.
I do think the idea that I do like the idea of the Necrons basically being like, hey, look, we're on timers, and also, you kind of can keep reviving them, what you have, as long as you have buildings.
The fantasy of the Necrons is great. But like even in Dawn of War 1, they didn't need directly a requisition.
I mean, yeah.
They still needed some points for a specific number of obelisks, but in general, they didn't necessarily need big map control to do anything. That's what made them appealing to newbies in general.
Yeah, I think, what, I like that they keep that spirit. So, seemingly. Because, like, look, I'm not, as much as I like playing RTS with, like, maybe even some higher macro and to a degree micro, I'm not that good. Agonia's better. Like, look, every time, just to be clear here, every time she plays something like the Imps or especially the Elder, she just fucking out micros me and I die because, like, I can hold my own and you probably and beat most people online. It's just I have my limits.
I'm also not that good. Yeah.
I know, but you're still better. I mean, yeah, we're all not pop, but
as far as I know, Puff was also professional.
God, it's kind of interesting to think about that there was like a professional scene for nearly every game once, and now it's just... that's just dead. Why?
It's running away.
I do wonder, if... okay, I mean, the imps are definitely planned, but, like, what would be... like, if they actually do...
Tau.
Okay, you want to have the Tau.
I like the Tau.
Okay.
Tau and the Elder.
I kind of... you know what?
But we need chaos, kind of, so...
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so here's the thing. What I totally agree with you with... okay, especially it's Cronus, okay? Like, if the next one after the imps should just kind of be Tau, because, like... I mean, I'm sorry. You can't go back to the planet where the Tau were introduced into the series and not bring the Tau back. But I mean, you know what? The two things I would like to see are, I mean, as you said, chaos. Because like if they actually keep adding sub-factions, you could actually at one point have 4 chaos sub-factions.
Right, technically.
Yeah, there's also like, you know, the unaligned. But you know what? I'd be down to just having the chaos legions that are just, you know, aligned with the gods.
Oh, doing it.
Yes, I was there already. Like I was, you know, it's,
Yeah, 4 would be fine. I would have liked 4 for everyone.
yeah. I mean, maybe they're coming still. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise. Look, it wouldn't surprise me if, like, example for the Space Marines, they will add the Ultramarines at some point, and send, you know. Honestly, again, this is one
I
of
want
those.
the white scars on bikes.
Okay.
They're bikers.
Yeah. Okay. If I if I'm making one prediction, considering we have also Primarch, I think they the smartest one as a sub-faction for 2 ones that I think they might pick if they do more sub-factions is as much as I would love to see the White Scars, I totally agree with you there. Ultramarines, because, you know, they could like quite literally send someone from the Space Marine games over. But I mean, even I don't think it's gonna be Titus, considering he's like supposedly, you know, he's kind of tasked with the whole 500 worlds thing right now. But I feel like if they make us a 4th sub-faction for this Space Marines, it's gonna be Space Wolves.
Fine, let them ride on wolves. Motorcycles are still kind of cooler.
Okay, look, I totally agree with you. The White Scars are cool, but it's just like, there are just too many Space Wolves fans.
That's fine. There are too many of them. Let's kill them all. Let's put the Tyranids in and make Tyranid Marines.
Are you generally saying the Inquisition should have finished the job?
Maybe.
For everyone who doesn't know, one of the main things about the Space Wolves is that after the first war on Armageddon, there was this thing with the Inquisition that they were like, lots of people have seen a demon Primarch. We should probably just kill everyone on this planet and bring in more settlers.
We are more the Grey Knights, but yes.
It was the Grey Knights together with the Inquisition. And the Space Wolves were like, because like, this is why I'm saying it's not only the Grey Knights, because the Space Wolves were like, no, we're not going to let you genocide the fucking planet. And the problem was, the Inquisition then basically was just like, oh, what? We basically get a blank check to, you know, well, basically an Inquisition fleet was quite literally above the home planet of the Space Wolves, like quite literally ready to press the button to go, you know, make a founding chapter, an ex-legion, to make them past tense. Like, when they ever speak of, you know, I think, was it the week or month of shame? I forgot which time frame it was. This is like, the Space Wolves are like, oh shit, our pride would have, you know, almost killed all of us. Because, you know,
even though they did the right thing, let's be honest.
But the problem is just, you know, it's one chapter and none of the other chapters backed them up. So they couldn't pick like a massive fight with the Inquisition. But still, that's a different topic here. They basically just survived because, you know, like a war hero that like everyone, you know, respects was just like, let's just stop and never speak about this again. Like, yeah. The Space Wolves are an interesting chapter in that regard. Then again,
Are we talking about lore again?
Yeah, a bit.
Stop it. Gameplay. Dawn of War 4.
I mean, gameplay would definitely be like cavalry. But I totally agree with you. Bikes are more cool. It wouldn't matter for the Inquisition. They are all mutants.
Again, nits. I want the nits in the long run.
You know what? Long run, fair enough. But, okay, you know what the second faction is besides Chaos that I want? Because I like actually playing Chaos a lot. I would really love to see the Leagues of Wotan.
Boring.
Okay, sorry, they brought in the squads. I do think they brought back the squads as a full faction. I think the squads should be, you know... And again, you know, when we talk about pure Chaos factions, you know, having Chaos Space Marine Legions, that would be cool. You know what would be also cool as a faction? And that's, by the way, correctly too. Chaos Demons.
Yeah.
And those play different.
They would be very Necron-ish.
More... Okay, look, the problem is Chaos Demons would very heavily depend on which ones they are. And they would definitely have, you know, more...
Oh, because they need demonic presence and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, in that regard, you could almost say they might be even more towards the orcs to a degree. Because, like, you know, yeah, demonic presence is one thing, but also you build that up by, you know, worship. So actually, like, building up, you know, like, building up heretical cultists and guardsmen, that would probably increase then how many demons you can summon. On top of the whole, you know, it's demons. I do like demons. I think demons as a full faction would definitely be interesting, even though I can... Oh my god, I can so see that the average person just going in would be so confused why there's like 2 Chaos factions. With overlapping units, mind you. Because the Chaos Legions have demons in them. And some, you know, cultists and stuff. But, you know, more like old Space Marine Legions from the Great War. Meanwhile, yeah, Chaos itself, like Chaos Demons, would just be the demons and humans. Yeah, I would love to see Chaos.
I want to kill Chaos.
Chaos! That's probably one of those games I, you know, considering I played through the Neo series, I should maybe play at some point on the channel.
It is fun.
Okay, you know what? I wish list it and see if it's ever on sale, okay? Then I can also play through the DLC, I guess.
Yay.
The thing you didn't do.
I didn't?
No, yeah, we never bought them.
Yeah, I think I was like, this was fun, it was fine. Ending, I like it, I don't need more.
Yeah. I don't know if they're good, but... And I mean, it will definitely run better than Neo 3. Which again, will Neo 3 be fixed with the first DLC?
Unlikely.
I would love.
Possibly.
You know what? I think if after Ace Combat 8 and shit, it's still not fixed, I will just finish my playthrough like that. Period. I don't care at this point.
Where are you going?
There was something shiny here, but not anymore.
Lots of scales.
Two scales? That's fine.
How many did you have?
I need to check.
No, you need to remember. You can't check. I didn't ask how many do you need. I asked how many do you have.
I don't know.
Okay. See?
I think as scales I have like 2 and I need 6.
So now you have 4.
Yeah.
Looks like you have 2 more scales.
Yeah,
I
character.
have 5.
Damn. I'm confused.
Why?
Oh, can you maybe make up the how's it called, the drop table again? Because I have a feeling we made a mistake.
Why?
I need Uragan shells. Is that the low rate
Sure.
materials?
That it's just not badly translated.
Okay, look, I will look it up, okay?
Because you were with Smithy and you told me that you needed those, so.
Yeah, let me just check, okay? I also needed scales, because, scale plus, because, like, those were empty after the, hands.
Wrong direction.
But I was not past it.
You're looking somewhere else while walking. That's your main problem.
Here, shells. I need 1 more scale plus, which is doable, but shells I need. So, I think we need to kill it 1 more time.
Anyway, yes. So. Okay, that doesn't want to. Yes, Conlord.
Let's move further up. There.
You want.
Oh, it's low rank. Yeah. Okay, just 2 more hunts then, possibly, I guess. Why do we need shells? So odd. Oh well. Da, da, da. Hey Chandra. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you just game so hard you fall asleep. That's just a thing.
Never happened to me.
You are weird.
Maybe.
Then again, before you get too sleepy, I get you to bed.
True.
like, I need to kick and you're getting dragged to bed, kicking and screaming like, I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. I'm too awake. And then, like, you know, in minutes from being in the bed and getting hugged, you're like a sleepy snoozer.
Just because I can't sleep doesn't mean I'm not awake.
Yo, I don't want to sleep. 2 minutes later, honk shumi mimi. Happens. Again, sometimes we make dumb decisions and just sleep. Okay, so but yeah, that means we need one more run on the high rank one, because I need one more scale plus. Then we do one low rank one. Oh, you know, maybe two, depending on how it goes. And then I have to Uragan stuff done.
And then you're nearly done with your armor set.
What are we currently hunting? 2 times still the Rock Boys, Uragan, because...
normal ones this time.
Well, yeah, the normal ones. We have the steel one done. Because I still need, like, literally 1 material from the high rank and 2 from the low rank. And then I'm done. Then we have all the Uragan parts for my armor done. Hopefully. Possibly. Potentially. Yes, Steel Uragan was introduced in this game, and well, what can I say other than, and also forgotten with this game.
Mostly, yeah, I think so.
Yep. It's just like,
it eats more sulfurous rock.
Yeah, more sulfurous rock.
AoEs are bigger, and they also make you stink. So you can't use things you would normally drink.
Yeah.
Small difference, but relevant difference.
Fine, but like, as I said, it's kind of interesting how people said like, oh, it was voted the most hated monster in all of Monster, and I'm like, no, this was more of an how do you rate this monster, and look, at some point we just need to acknowledge that all the low ranking ones on that you basically just saw things that were enrolled in Iceborne were up there, and the older the game got, the less they got voted. And considering, you know, look, Uragan is already one of those, you know, people like it, people hate it monsters, and then it has a subspecies that has not appeared outside of the 3rd generation. Whoops. We were talking about Dawn of War 4 and Ultra Rare Duck. The subspecies duck dropped. Yeah, we were talking about Dawn of War 4 and what kind of factions are we hope are coming to the game after, you know, if it gets supported more, that is. Because, like, we already know the 5th faction is probably going to be Imperial Army. Cool. But, because, look, the 2 ones I play in Dawn of War are Orcs, which I said they don't underpowered there, and Chaos. So I would, like, just love to see Chaos Marines in the newest Dawn of War game, because I really, really like playing Chaos Marines. They're just like, look, and at the point I made is what I would love to see, because like again, I like playing Chaos, and I would love to see like a Warhammer 40k RTS that goes and is like, oh, you know, you have the Chaos Legions, you know, the Traitor Legions, which is like, you know, the Chaos Space Marines, but also have, you know, as a Chaos faction, the Chaos Demons, because both are different. Like, they have overlapping units, so, you know, if you have some, if you have Chaos Demons and you have, if you have Chaos Demons and some Chaos Space Marines, you can use Chaos Demons also in your Chaos Space Marine army. But a Chaos Space Marine army has their own codex, has their own stuff. They have their own units. They, you know, again, they're basically, well, old, you know, they're old Space Marine legions that just keep getting powered by the warp. Also, the Thousand Suns. Again, if they put them in, you can put the Thousand Suns in. It's like the minimum amount I want to have as a sub-faction. Because, I'm sorry, it's the Thousand Suns. They just have the drip. But yeah, the thing is, that, Chaos Demons, on their own, are also a faction you can play. They are more like, you know...
Back, and there's no quest.
Right. Because, you know, you maybe have some more humans, and but like, again, mostly just demons pouring out of portals and running over things, and that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I would like to see a Chaos faction that is the, you know, Legion, because I like playing the Legion, but I would also just love to have a Chaos faction that is just the demons. Fun fact, this is, by the way, Warhammer money hack. If people talk about what is the cheapest faction you can play, Chaos Demons. Quite literally. Because first of all, you will get a faction with relatively, you know, cheap, you know, unit cost to power level. So, you know, you don't need a lot of Chaos Demons to actually have a successful army. But also, crucially, they're cool. Like, you can also use them in 2 other systems. Like, oh, you build a Chaos, you know, you build a Chaos Demon army. You can use the same models in Fantasy and in 30k. So, yep, if you ever want to, like, just play the most Warhammer on the smallest budget, Chaos Demons. Which is probably also one of the factions I might build if I ever get back to the whole thing. Just makes it easier to play in the store, you know? Yeah, I would just like to see one. The Machine Demon, I mean... They had Machine Demons a lot of times.
Hi, you charged me. Oh, I'm awake.
Well, that is useful. To be honest, I do think they... I don't know if they will do that, but maybe have more specific ones, but yeah. I would love to see a demon army, like, just Chaos Demons as a thing in Dawn of War. That was the whole topic. And Agoria said she wants to see the Tau. and Elder, and I'm like, I get you. Like, oh, it's playing on Cronus from Dark Crusade, where the tower were introduced, and they should probably come back. And also the Elder, they were like always in the game. And annoying.
Hello.
Yeah, I know. Look, as much as I agree with they should be back, it is telling that you were like picking also the two most overpowered factions in Dark Crusade. You know? It is a bit telling that you're like, oh yeah, I would love to have the one back that has really good micromanagement, and the other one that is just like, fuck you.
I think Fuck You is a very fun game concept. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Remember when you suddenly got better all of a sudden at the game and pushed my Elder back? In the asymmetrical city map?
Yep.
That was fun.
Oh yeah. But also like, yeah, it just so you know, in Dawn of War Dark Crusade, the Elder were like, just a bit strong. Oh my god.
Rock.
As in like, okay, basically they had the ability Fleet of Foot, and that thing was busted. Because it was basically, oh yeah, your weapons are not as accurate, but you just run faster. So you could just kite the shit out of everything. And then you played the Tau and you realized, wait a second, that commander is busted. Because like, yeah, 1v1 the Tau just dominated Dark Crusade. It was broken as fuck.
Come on, it wasn't that broken. When it came out, it was the Necrons that were broken as fuck.
Okay, yeah, but afterwards the Necrons were just like, you play them one way and defeat them one way. Yeah.
I mean, with the Elder, I wouldn't say that they were busted, but they scaled incredibly well with micro.
Yeah, let me just put it like this. I would say the thing about 1v1 Tau against, you know, someone who knows how to play and someone who knows how to play Elder, it's just like you had to out-micro the best micro factions.
No idea what the sentence structure even is.
Okay, look, when we talk Elder, okay?
Yeah, but you also said Tau, so I'm confused.
In Tau it was like, they could just like stealth capture your shit. The commander was like really good at like suppressing everyone and everything from the beginning. And it's like,
Yeah.
the thing is, the Tau basically had one commander that was like early, like immediately on the field, and
Good harassment.
easy harassment. Like you just needed one unit to effectively annoy the shit out of everyone.
And then the enemy had to guess, are you building Vespids or aren't you? If you're
Yep.
building Vespids, they need to build a tower using the electricity and thus tech progress. If you didn't build a tower, they kind of wasted resources.
Yep. It was like, Yeah, we're talking old stuff from Dark Crusade.
Dawn of War 1.
Dawn of War 1 Dark Crusade, yeah. How that was in PvP. But yeah, like it's just the amount of stuff you needed to do to counter the Tau Commander versus what the Tau Commander had to do was just like, that's what I mean with busted.
It was micro.
Yeah.
That's what you needed to do with the Tau Commander.
But like it was still less micro than the counters.
No.
You needed to micro more units. You had, the Tau just had
that's
once.
not the same. Harassing a base while building your own shit takes more micro than defending your own base. By definition. Like, necessarily. I'm not saying fighting the tower was a fun endeavor for most people.
It was not.
I had fun doing it, but I'm also playing them.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you fought orcs, if you played orcs, it was like, then again...
Orcs had one of the best times against Tau. The whole harassing didn't really work because your whole base shoots.
And it still was a problem. Because, you know, you could still kill the orc boss very easily in the beginning. The Big Mac, I mean.
Not true. But that...
And without the Big Mac, the orcs are just kind of dead. But, like, look, it's not like the Tau then later on got, like, basically the best ranged unit in the game, the best scouting in the game, and also just, like, a scaling melee unit.
Scaling what?
A scaling melee unit.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Like,
it's in English, right?
Crude, yes. It's not like, you know, oh, where they're completely overpowered. No! Where they really annoying to fight against because of all that shit. And kind of above the rest in terms of the power damage. Yeah.
But yeah, they were stronger if you could play them.
I have no idea about the newer editions, honestly. Like, I have my old stuff. But we're basically talking about the video game right now.
True.
Because we still play that a lot.
But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, the Elo was stronger.
Yeah, the Ela war. Well, I mean, again, Fleet of Foot itself just carried that goddamn faction.
Well, yes and no, because you needed to manually
I know.
turn it on and off for each fucking squad and hero you had. So it wasn't exactly broken, but it could be, depending on how fast you were.
Answer, yes. I remember when you were doing that actively. Remember that that the whole point that people kicked you out of online lobby started because you started playing Eldar online?
I didn't catch that. Uragan is too loud. I need to quiet my game down a bit to understand you better. Could you repeat it?
I said people started avoiding you in online lobbies because you had this streak of playing Eldar.
Yeah, I stopped playing Eldar just for them. I played Imps.
I find it so funny because, like, aside from Prof, you know, you had like the one Necron main, Panda Meat in a can.
Yes.
And then you start, you know, playing actively on it. And it was like, oh yeah, that's nice. And then you're just like, oh yes, you know what? I tried playing Eldar, and I was like, ah yeah, Eldar. I mean, they're good if you can do the micro. And then, you know what? Okay, I'm going to just start learning the micro and become so good that people genuinely avoided her in online lobbies. It's so funny.
Come on, there weren't good people online anymore.
I mean, okay, look, the funniest part about that is that while there was still a semi-active community of the old ones, I mean, you had still your rounds against the old pros, and that's that. That you know, they were probably very happy that you were around. And I mean, you know, we were invited a bunch of times into matches, if you remember.
Yeah.
You know, we came online and they were like, "Hey, you wanna join our 3v3 lobby?" Tyranids are in the second game, but do we talk about the second Dawn of War game?
Kind of. It introduced the worst mechanic ever, the retreat button. Stop putting it in games.
Yeah, look, the thing is, I get why they introduced it for, you know, Company of Heroes. And I get the mechanical idea. The problem is just, they just kind of slapped. Look, the thing about Dawn of War 2 is they kind of just slapped. They made Company of Heroes light with it. So there was no base building. There was no, but also no doctrine. So I guess that's an upside.
Oh, I flew already. I don't know how good they are in Dawn of War. I mean, the Tyranids were supposed to be in Dawn of War 1, but that's a different topic. They will hopefully come in Dawn of War 4 at some point.
I do hope that, actually.
At least, assuming the roadmap isn't just full of crap that they put out, which it could be, who knows?
I think that's already planned stuff. Yeah.
Stop talking.
Okay, yeah.
If it isn't full of crap, then I think Dawn of War 4 has a good chance to get to Tyranids.
Yeah, I think Dawn of War 4 is like genuinely the best one in that regard. I mean, okay, just you know, the Tyranids will probably not be there in year 1. As said, they kinda are missing, you know, the 3 ones that probably all the main one, like, you know, Elder, Chaos, Tau are missing.
The 3 main ones are Elder, Chaos, and Imps. Tau came later, so...
Yeah, I mean, more like... People really like the Tau nowadays. They're one of the most popular armies.
Understandable.
The thing is just like, just so you know, they basically said they are going to have another faction at the beginning of next year, and it's very likely the Imperial Army. So, you know.
So we have,
basically.
So we have the Space Marines.
Space Marines.
The Orcs.
Orcs.
We have the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Mechanicus and Necrons.
Yeah.
And then very likely Imperial Army in the beginning of next year. The thing is just why we think that Dawn of War 4 might survive longer than most RTS is, first of all, it genuinely looks good. Also, the devs have been making multiplayer tests for like over a year now, closed ones. So I'm definitely hoping for the beta, like an invite there, which is like, this isn't like one of those, oh look, we made the new RTS and
well, then they just made Iron Harvest.
And Iron Harvest was good. It had problems, but that was, you know, I mean, let me put it like this. Iron Harvest was that one game that, I mean, was it basically Diesel Punk mechs mixed with Company of Heroes? Yes. But did it also kind of just completely understand what made Company of Heroes fun in multiplayer while avoiding all the dumb shit about Company of Heroes? Yeah. The problem it had was it was broken. Yeah, okay, look, here's the thing. And I have to scale. The thing with Iron Harvest it's a really good game, and probably at some point we should maybe buy it and just like stream it a bit and just show like, hey, this is where these people are coming from. And it's the reason it netted them Dawn of War, I would say, because like, again, I've never seen anyone just like from the still set, like these people have not made any RTS game before that.
Except Iron Harvest.
Except, before Iron Harvest, they made 0 RTS games. And they just went and copied Relic. I think that, like, look, even Relic has problems copying Relic. And
I think Relic is just stupid nowadays, that's all.
yeah. But, like, basically, they copied Relic and, like, actually really good. The only problem they had, and Scales, Carapace, ooh, Jaw. I should maybe have enough Carapaces even. Okay. The thing is, Iron Harvest was like, oh hey, you have a good system for using hero characters in an RTS game. You know, like a bit of pre-game preparation without, it being imbalanced bullshit. It was, hey, we still have some base building and stuff, but in a, more sensible way. That was good. It played really well, and then it was just like a more casual company of heroes with diesel punk mechs. And it was generally just pretty cool, I would say. Wagon folds, I have enough scales. Good. Now I just need to get the shells.
No rank Uragan it is.
Blood Run Jewel and Uragan Carapaces, and I have 12, so... Oh. Whoop. Yeah, they just have one, they just have year 1. That's, they don't, like, if maybe you, misheard that a bit, but, like, they generally don't, they only have one for the first year. Not like, this was more like, oh, what we would like to see and what they should probably add. But the thing is more like...
What I said was, if the roadmap isn't bullshit, if they actually hold themselves to that and do it, they would get to Tyranids. Like, they haven't announced anything about them, but it's obvious if the game runs in the long run, that they will get to the Tyranids.
Yeah, that's what Agonia said. Like, if this isn't if the game isn't tanking after 1 year, they will get to Tyranids. And honestly, I can see them actually managing to do that because, due to mainly one thing. They have the last stand. And, the moment they announced that, I was like, God damn it, it's weird that this random German developer that just made one RTS game in their whole life apparently understood way better how this works than most devs. Yeah, they have one extra faction on there, but that's definitely going to be the Imperial Army. Because from campaign material you already saw that there were, Imperial Army vehicles and units. So they probably will add those later. Which, like, I mean, it's the Imps. It's the Imps.
Grenade launchers.
It's kind of funny how Iron Harvest was based on a cool board game. No! Okay, so basically Iron Harvest was based on just artwork. Like, someone just made art of it and called it like, oh hey, this is my setting. And the thing is, there were some board game devs that went and were like, hey, can we make a board game out of that? And they was like, yeah, here's a license to make, stuff. Yeah. But also, Iron Harvest was built simultaneously. So like, the board game and the RTS were basically pitched at, like, they got the licenses at the same time. It's just, you can make, look, no problem. It's just like one of those,
Technicalities?
it's one of those it's not only technicalities, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's kind of, like, if you don't know that they were started, like, around the same time, and that, two separate entities had, like, similar ideas, one were like, oh, we want to make a board game out of that, and the other one were like, oh, that would be perfect to turn into an RTS game. Yeah, like, you probably don't know. It's just one of those... It's just coincidence in that regard.
Niche knowledge.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know either, so...
Yeah, that's one of those things, because, like, basically the board game Skype was just kind of made really quickly, and that was that. While Iron Harvest took, like, a lot longer, and, they actually sat down with the person who, made the scenario, and they were like, hey, how to flesh out stuff for, like, a campaign and shit. Just actually, like, write a universe, like, and also, like, a big example is that there is an American faction in the RTS. So, low-rank Uragan, right? Yeah, it's I don't want to shit too much on that, but this is like, look, I don't want to shit on it. It's more like the board game was kind of made very fast to cash in on the fact that people were like, holy shit, those artworks look great. Meanwhile, the RTS was definitely more in for the long run. Again, they basically...
RTS takes a while. There's a reason the genre is done.
Yeah.
Like, every modern RTS, like most of them, are either copying Command & Conquer badly,
yeah,
or Subcom / Total Annihilation badly.
Very badly, actually. You can add the very at the beginning there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is just when we talk this Skype, it was definitely just being made to be out there fast. So oh look, they made a board game based on that, and that was that. While Iron Harvest was like,
you said that already.
Yeah, and again they have an American faction and airships and stuff, like things that just didn't exist beforehand. That the maker of the artwork was like, oh yeah, actually pretty cool. I think they even hired him for the project. So. Is he still working at King Arts?
Would be nice.
I would. You know what? I need to look that up, because it wouldn't surprise me that they kept him to make artwork for a Warhammer 40k game. I do hope that that after Dawn of War 4 is like getting is done, and hopefully have, I mean, I do hope Dawn of War 4 gives them like enough room to actually make more expansions and factions over time, so that it like actually runs for a few years. But like, I do hope it allows them to actually build a second Iron Harvest game, because I'd like to see one. Maybe this time copy Supreme Commander. That would be cool.
Copying Supreme Commander. I don't think anybody has really done that successfully.
I mean, not even Supreme Commander.
Yeah. But it was also kind of because Square Enix was weird.
Square Enix, but also I think Gas Powered Games was also like, oh, we had a beta and then people told us everything is like confusing and weird and like, what? Who did you invite to your closed beta?
Probably the guy that reviews Shooter.
And okay, just so you know, what basically happened with Supreme Commander 2. Basically, Subcom 1 is very much a macro-heavy game. Like, one of the key features is the resource system. And it's not even dumb. It's not even complex. It's just, you have like a constant usage of resources and a constant income of resources. You just, you know, similar to factory games, you just want to have a higher income, or at least relatively balanced income of your resources in what you, you know, from what you gather to what you spend. Obviously.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you actually start pumping out shit because Capcom wanted to be more about, you know, the economics and industry of the war to a degree than, you know, just, oh, you build one unit. But, you know, then people immediately bitched about the game, and Capcom 2 then, after actually having like, they had a closed beta where it was just similar to Subcom 1, and then they just changed the resource system to, whoops, now,
it's like every other RTS.
It's like every other RTS. You know, you click on a unit and that's that, and the maps are now smaller. Like, literally the only one that was left that was big was Saturn's Clutch. Every other map was suddenly small. You just didn't have that, the unit limit was smaller. Stuff like that. But you had like a big tech tree now. Factions were not as complex anymore, and all of that, and it's just...
Let's see if it rolls over this.
Yeah.
Hey! Did it damage it? I don't know. Hard to tell. Would be nice if you could like destabilize it and throw it out of the...
Oh yeah, that would be actually really cool. But yeah, that's the thing that happened to Subcom 2. It was just... It just kind of killed off its potential audience by not being a game they wanted.
Yeah, it's like they had an audience and then they marketed to the people that didn't like the first game.
Why does it always happen?
Potential customers, yeah. Potential customers.
You should know who your customers are, but like...
Yeah, but they are potential customers. They could be anyone.
Look, it's not like a bunch of those design and business decisions are kind of made like, you know, the Democrats are running politics nowadays. Oh, but look, if we just do more, if we do more transphobia and bullshit, maybe all the conservatives would come. They're all potential voters.
Yes, exactly like that.
And the thing is...
That's how they do it. That's the thinking.
And the thing is, Republicans are just like, everyone should do that. And they're like, and Democrats are like, totally, will you vote us? And they're like, no, I vote Republican, you dumb shit. And it just keeps happening over and over again. Why do people fall for this shit? Like, not only in politics, but also like in, again, also with video games. Like, good example, for example, with Battlefield titles. the Milsim people always come and are like, you need to be more like us, because then we would probably play your game and more people would play your game. And then you're like, wait a second, isn't Milsim like actually a niche genre that just like a few thousand people are playing? And then everyone's like, yeah, and it's like, oh wait, why did you listen to them?
Oh, if you want to do Milsim, then do Milsim, but...
Or it's like, oh, you need to be way more like Counter-Strike, because like Counter-Strike is the best game, and imagine the potential people that would come over, and the answer is no, they play Counter-Strike. People who like to play Counter-Strike will play Counter-Strike. No game that tries to be more like Counter-Strike will really succeed in that part.
More or less.
And if you're now thinking about Valorant, yes, but only in the sense that, well, fucking Counter-Strike is a toxic shithole, and a lot of people like the concept of a Counter-Strike game, but not Counter-Strike, because if you like to play Counter-Strike, you will play Counter-Strike. Because there are so many differences where we'll say, yep, it's sadly still better. Which I'm kind of amazed that games just don't get that. I mean, Siege did it. Rainbow Six Siege was probably like the first game that was like, oh, they understood how the dev in Counter-Strike works and how to emulate it. And then they killed it.
How did they kill it?
Basically they made the game they made Siege more and more a game about hard counters, so more casual people just dropped.
Yeah, hard counters are usually not that fun.
Which is weird, considering like one of the defining parts of Siege was the character you pick was a really important asset, but they weren't like the key parts. You could still outplay them by just shooting them. And meanwhile nowadays there is just so much in the game that's like, oh, you need one to counter the other, and some are just like kind of worthless.
Well, I have 3 shells. You have 2? How many do you need?
Yeah, 2. But
Okay.
I have also carved 1, so that should be it.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice, actually.
Then we move on to the next monster.
Think so? Wait a second. Let me really quickly just go build and then like sort my armor set. And then I need to actually find out what Yep, I have enough shells, I have scales. Ragan Falls was it? Okay, let's do that. By the way, have you actually looked up what kind of weapon upgrade I need to do? Which one was it?
Doesn't matter, we make your armor first.
Okay.
pile.
Yes.
Here you can also select the empty slot next to it, right?
You mean like that?
You don't need to go back. No. You first select anything this. Now you go. No! Now you go to the next charm. Select it, go back. And now you have double the efficiency.
True.
Very easy.
There we go. Okay. Much more comprehensive now.
They don't seem to be arranged properly.
But Yagis?
Ah, you have it after current use. I just
Yeah.
put them into their respective monster columns.
Oh, no. I just did it like as the whole set. Like, you have Rathalos, Yagi, Barov, Azuros, and I was like Uragan, and Uragan. And you know what? I will save this. But, meaning, we will now actually go and fight a monster that has not only not returned, but a subspecies of that monster that has not returned in a long time.
Which we need to unlock first, but yes.
We need to unlock first?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Same with Uragan's steel Uragan subspecies. I need to actually switch weapons. Which is also a reason we did my stuff first, because I need fire for this.
Oh, that's useful. Wrong. So, what is it? It's weak against fire. It is
Yes.
probably in the... What do we need to do to unlock it?
To the normal one.
Okay.
1700 day. That should be it. So out with the cold drinks, in with the hot drinks.
Hi.
Yeah, we need to just hunt.
Hi.
And antidotes, I forgot.
Definitely a good amount of antidotes.
Okay.
They prevent doting.
I don't think doting is... But hey, that means we're almost done with armors. And you are mostly just Rathalos stuff. How much Rathalos armor sets parts do you have? 4, right?
Huh?
You have 4 Rathalos.
Yes.
But where? What is the one that you don't have?
Yagi.
Right. Such an odd armor set, really.
Yagi arms. That's the thing. I mean, I could do endgame stuff with sharpness +1, but would need to. It's small. It was fun.
Yeah, fucking rabbit threw ice against me.
A rabbit.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if the lights would go away faster with kneeling, like it does in modern ones, but no, it doesn't.
Yeah, Giginox has, well, technically a mouth on two ends. It just, it kind of, it just looks like that. To, you know, confuse,
Well, they are both, they have both visual organs, like, it's not completely wrong. Let's call it half-true.
Giginox is just like a real weirdo in that regard.
The only thing I don't like about Giginox is the whole thing that when it turns black, that the hind head is the one that's attackable and the front one gets hard. That is the one thing that doesn't really make sense. Otherwise, it's cool.
That's true. The back end has teeth. Yep.
Back end also lays eggs. So Sometimes they're just fuck you eggs, sometimes they're lava eggs. Ouch.
The backend is technically a type of cloaca, you could say that, yeah.
They're all wyverns mostly, so yes. Oh, it's a cloaca.
Probably going to the 7. Yep. The thing is, Gigidogs is just a really weird thing. Let me go to the 4 then. Well, I mean 3. Oh, then it's in the 5? No.
The 2.
Okay.
Egg.
So, what do you want to have? Beepus over Gugu. A cloaca with teeth. Get out of my office.
Huh?
Because, Soapy and the gender surgeon threw me out when I asked for that.
Well, technically, in the long run, since cloacas were like kind of the first sexual organ thing, we could technically make it so that you could grow your own cloaca. Because there are people with cloacas, technically. It's just not pleasant because our body plan isn't adapted for that anymore.
Yep.
So it's a lot of bladder infections. Because humans tend to have sex a lot, or other sexual activities. And as far as I remember, I could be wrong, cloacas are more for like, if you have sex, you have to be in mating season and have it swollen in a specific way so that you don't get ill all the time. Even then, it's not that good at it.
When I was 8 years old, I thought that SRS for trans women just gave them a cloaca. Oh, God. I mean, 8-year-old thoughts, but yeah.
To be fair, cloaca also doesn't like say anything about the sexual organ. It's more like other thing.
Yeah. Some people do not want to have this one come back, but always Kizu, I guess.
Always the pale turkey.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the pale turkey, but this thing is also fun.
They should just have more variation. I'm like, the thing I hate the most is the fact that they didn't bring it back for Rice. And I don't know what the problem was there, but it still sucks. Because Rice is a semi-sequel to Audible Third. Oh, I mean from the rig though, you know, what you need to what they use to make it. This is just Tyrex.
Brute weapons, basically.
The proto wyverns.
Yeah, sorry.
Brute wyverns are something different.
You're running too much and not attacking enough.
Yeah, well, yeah, but again, this is the same rig as the Tigrex, so it's not like the animation stuff and such wouldn't be there. It's just for some reason I brought back Kizu. It's just odd, you know. For some reason, a lot of monsters from third gen are just dead. Like, I mean, I think Duramoros was still in Gen U, but otherwise, Duramoros is gone. Which I don't know why. Look, that is probably also just my theory that Capcom is just not making gross monsters anymore. You know? Like, this isn't... I mean, what is gross is, like, subjective to a big degree. But, like, when I hear people say, oh, Valhazak was really gross, and I'm just living like, where? Like, oh, but the thing they have, isn't that rotten skin? No? I don't even think so that's actually the case. It just looks similar to it. But like the abilities of Valhazak were like, oh hey, we have smoke. Valhazak was like, it's smoke they absorb.
Basically.
And oh yeah, the rotten veil, but like as a monster,
it's basically Gold Dragon with a fog machine. So
yeah,
really cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but like it doesn't have, you know, the whole. Yeah, it just has two ends that look the same with teeth. And I feel like to the degree Kizu is like the best we get nowadays, just because it's a classic monster. Oh, nice. Because like, if you, for example, look at how's it called? Frontier, you have like, I would love to say it all the time, Pariapuria. Again, on the same rig, like the same animation rig. as this one that just
That's more like cute, ugly, but
it's cute. It is cute and ugly, but it also does shit like eat everything in its path and then vomit it at you. Things that are gross. But like, yeah, it feels like they just send it off like they just don't want to make monsters anymore that are really gross, and that's, I don't know, a bit boring. Now it's going to the fire. Oh yeah. We want to wait until it's
not really.
Ah, you mean stories. I think it might even be in there just because, like, story seems to be the one series of the where they remember third generation.
I'm getting eaten today.
Like, for example, I saw like someone I know stream who played it on stream, and he ran into Kurapeko, again another monster that just basically been missing from the series, which I don't get, because Kurapeko is just kind of cool. Honestly, I was very much down with the new octopus rig, but it's just sad that the two octopus they made for Wilds are just like really snooze fights. Like, you make octopuses and they're just boring, and I just sit there being like, wow.
It's an accomplishment.
That is an accomplishment. Like, on a like a technical level, impressive, cool. Like that you can cut off all the limbs. The fights are just boring. And that's all I can say about them, sadly. I think the best fights in Wilds are just, Jindahat and then Raidao.
From the new monsters?
From the newer ones, yeah. That's kind of it. And even then, I would say Arch-Tempered Raidao is better, and that concept is just stolen from Zenith, but also just made way boring. Okay, we should have Baleful Geonox unlocked now, so...
It means I can switch to water.
Okay. Wyvern Stone Hide, Uncanny Hide, Grim Venom Gland. Well, that's something. A praise! Oh, what do we have? Anti-theft. Expert 1 fire resistance.
Oh, 2 slots then.
Yeah, I just hope, honestly, I just hope that depending on where the series is going, like if they even return maybe to like the older style, which might actually happen. I think I do hope they keep the octopus rig though, because it is something I want to see more of. Like, I mean, look, for example...
They can make it better Yamatsukami / Yamukurai.
Fair enough, for example. But then also just like, it's similar with the spiders. They made one, then just kind of had one for the whole time. And
then came Rise.
And then came Rise, and they were like, hey, how about we just make more spiders? And those were some good spiders, and Then the spider in Wilds again kind of meh.
So la la.
So la la Barina.
Exactly.
Nope, I don't know what if there is a tabletop card game. But yeah. You know, Rise had good spiders. Really good spiders, honestly. Still, like, where was Akantor? Like, you have the Raptors, but you have Jaguars, but not. It's so odd. This was so odd. The monster selection in Rise is just odd.
Well, let's see what the expansion will bring. It will probably still be a shit show with a shit slot machine, but
Yeah, look, I mean, the thing is, I genuinely wonder how that will happen, because, like, I think it will probably... I think the expansion might be, like, one of the big breaking points to a degree, because, like, yeah, like, I know some people that also, you know, make, like, are generally, like, content creators on Monster Hunter, and yeah, look, the, how's it called? The mood is not good after Wilds. A lot already had problem with Worlds, but, you know, Rise was then, like, Rise was similar, actually, in the beginning. They were like, oh, this is not that good, and then, you know, the expansion came out, and, like, then it was good, because, like...
But then it had a shitty endgame. Again.
Yes. But,
Monster Hunter can't seem to stop making shitty
the
endgames.
problem is they want to try making endgames. They're not just like, oh, you do a certain amount of hunts and unlock secret monsters and make your, you know, final armor set.
But I would
No, the
be
mood
so cool.
among the influencers is not good for Monster Hunter. And from what I heard, even in the dev team, there are like some, you know, it's not like, you know, the happiest situation.
So we can hunt your actual target once.
Effectively, yeah. I mean, the thing is also in Rise, like the thing with Endgame, and this is like probably one of the, look, it's not all the problems, but I think one of the big problems they just have is the whole, oh, we need to have,
At least in World, they kept the stupid grinding lands with Safi Jiva, which was fine. You can do the
Yeah.
thing solo no problem. And Fatalis, which you can also do solo no problem.
yeah,
So there was an endpoint still like the old ones. Luckily. The whole decoration farming was still shit. But at least you were done at some point.
yeah,
Rise with Sunbreak had the problem that they had those thousands of mini improvements you could make onto your armor, and it was no.
yeah. Like, look, the thing is, the thing about the end game part is, from what I played Frontier, and their end game was good. Like Zenith's Art was really good. Zenith's Hunting World, etc. They have like multiple things you can do, which is like there's always something to work towards in some form. Meanwhile, I would say, from what I heard, also in 4, people also like that, because you had like at least 3 different things to do, so there was always something to work towards in some form if you wanted to put in the time. The problem is that all the quote-unquote end games of World Rise, etc. is one thing, and like almost tailor-made to just eat your time. And this is one of the things when you see the recent Famitsu thing, where people are like, they ask Japanese players of like, hey, what is the game that still takes the most amount of time for you playing? And number 1 is Final Fantasy XIV, which is like, yeah, it's that's an MMO, obviously, that takes a lot of time. And Final Fantasy XI is number 3. But number 2 is Portable Second G. So Freedom Unite. Freedom Unite in 2026. And the thing is, yeah, because the thing is, Freedom Unite is like really, really well replayable. I would say Portable Third too, but like, if you really want to have a chunky, end part of a game with a lot of like final stuff, you play Freedom Unite. That's just that. But also crucially, it's replayable. The thing that the newer titles just don't have. Like, I mean, replayability is something everyone could say, oh look, you can always just pop in the game and do it, but like, for example, in World, you would need to go through very long cutscenes. You have always roadblocks, so you can't just do all co-op from start to finish.
Then they have the, how was it called? Hope Armor?
Yeah.
Which basically is like you build it to skip low and high rank, which is like, okay, at that point you're not really replaying anything.
Yeah, meanwhile, Freedom Unite and Portable Third were still designed in the idea of you play through like low and high rank and then G rank, and it's like one continuous journey. I love this thing. Not enough monsters are piss yellow.
Now it's red. But you.
But the thing is, similar to MMOs, everyone is like, oh, the big thing about MMOs is, the end game. And no, the thing that made MMOs popular was the way to the end. It's like important that MMOs have something to do at the end, when your people are there. Like, obviously, one of the things is that, yeah, people like doing raids, people like doing dungeons, but beforehand, raids got their infamy because, well, raids.
She needed a lot of people that needed to be very, very, very high gear.
You couldn't just, queue up and do raids and dungeons. You had to have groups. It was just something not everyone was doing.
Which was fine.
And then, yeah, it's fine. And then that's where like, oh, but what if we need to try to get everyone to do it because... You get a lot of ouches.
I like Baleful Giginox.
Oh yeah, it is one of it's kind of interesting because like that basically is it's the Kizu of this they're like, oh no, normal Giginox is not the Kizu, it's Giginox. Baleful Baleful Giginox is basically the red Kizu of this generation. And that's neat. Because they basically managed to have, you know, two monsters that fill the slot of Kizu, but with, you know, varying elementals and
Okay, I can't block it. I tested it now. Imagine if this was Zenith Electroblight.
you want to give me a heart attack?
Ha! Maybe. When they should bring the Zenith Blights back.
Then it was such a good concept, yeah. I mean, also I do like the fact that, you know, the subspecies are like, you know, oh yeah, differences in color and gameplay and stuff.
I mean, if the subspecies are too boring for them nowadays, which I think is the reason why they don't do it, they should just make them Zeniths.
Yeah. Like, why? I don't know how they can be too boring. The substitutes were great.
Because you can say, oh, it's basically the same monster with slightly different attacks recolored in a different element. I think that's the logic.
You could do more. Like,
You could. But you could still say it, even if you do it very well. So, that's all that counts.
then again, how's it called? Rice had some good subspecies again, but then you look up who made Rice and you're like, oh, that actually makes way too much sense. If you're wondering, the director of Rise was the same as Generations Ultimate and, well, Portable Third, Freedom Unite, Freedom 2, and Freedom. So, yeah.
Sorry,
Girl!
I was sliding alongside the thing. I didn't expect to go there.
Damn it. And the cool thing is, they don't have a lot of electric monsters this generation anyway, but the ones they have are pretty good. I think Baleful Giginox is better than Kizu. Just period. Even though it has similar attacks. But also to a degree because it has similar attacks.
Because they were more and more like, oh look, we have like skills for co-op stuff, you know. But there's no reason to use them in co-op because everything is too easy in Wilds. So if they brought back Electric Zenith Blight, wouldn't that be...
Would be very useful, actually.
That would highly encourage team play.
I mean, I generally think Zeniths would be just a good thing to have as, like, a final thing in the game anyway, but that's a different story.
I would agree. But the Zenith Blights alone would be really fun. Just like, yeah, maybe the monster is too easy. Maybe you do too much damage and it's just too little. But if you're 2 times with Electric Zenith Blight, you're going into cardiac arrest. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Probably 2 again.
Maybe.
And yes,
No,
for the
3.
few people who don't know, Zenith Blight, Electric Zenith Blight indeed puts the hunter into cardiac arrest.
It's kind of dumb, but yeah.
It's
wrong.
It's extremely funny. It's not dumb. It's extremely funny. That's what it is. Yeah, you stop talking.
Yeah, because I'm kind of trying to focus it, and I mean, otherwise, Zenith Fireblade is also funny because it just destroys your
I
makeup.
was talking about fucking cooperative gameplay.
Okay,
You're just going with the next thing that comes to mind instead of actually thinking.
okay.
Because I was actually giving that explanation to you, but apparently you don't want to. If you are in cardiac arrest, you obviously die unless another hunter gives you CPR.
Yeah. And, you know, you could definitely have more skills for that.
Well, Quick Shield, for example, is important there. The Sword and Shield would get more use, because you can do things with the thing out. And as you wanted to bring up a bit too early, Fire Blight would also help in that regard, because it literally just extremely fast reduces not only your health, but also your maximum health. So people with extra stuff for combining max potions and similar things and wide range would become useful.
Sure. By the way, this was Thunder Giginox. Genuinely
Or Baleful Beginning.
baleful Giginox, as they call it in pre-ultimate. We'll probably refight that there. But probably, you know, with less problems than now, because
I have the Baleful Giginox claw carved.
I have Uncanny Hide and Fearsome Maw. Well,
Might I have two?
I will see first anyway how how's it called, what I need, and how it's called in here. So
Like Wide Range would even be cool for Zenith Toxin.
what?
Zenith Poison / Toxin.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Wide Range, you could use that then for a whole team. I think you have it.
At least the claw, yeah. Banasek. Right. Let's actually see if I what I still need for the
14
main.
only. That thing was easier than the normal Genox.
I didn't die.
You didn't die. I have the water weapon, which is slightly stronger right now.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was like... it was just like a bunch of stuff at once, because like, again, in the first one, I got poisoned dumb, and then, you know, the fucking bunny came into the area and just threw a snowball from off-screen at me.
As it should.
Just like,
It is fun.
certified Monster Hunter moment.
What are you trying to buy there?
I look if meat is up again and stuff. I just bought catalysts. Okay, armor plate. So, where is it? Giginox, male, you. As well, Nebula male. Oh, that's good. What do we need here? We have one. Okay, wait a second. Nebula male, you. One Thunder Giginox claw. I need one more. One more hide. Yes. Wyvern stone and great buggy hide. So, next time we will wrap this one up. But oh god, the male is. Can we just like appreciate for a second that how's it called? That's a sick looking armor. Sick looking male. Just you know what, the how's it called? The Gunner one is also not bad, but like am I going to be like stone vampire?
Kind of.
I'm still kind of like, oh wow, I'm surprised they went with that. Especially, I need to look up how compare. I mean, yeah, Baleful Giginox becomes red, so obviously that's the color of choice here, not yellow.
Yes, because actually I think there should be several types of hides, depending on if you catch it or if you kill it. Because if you catch it, it would die, quote unquote, peacefully with less stress, thus having its normal color. But if you kill it, it dies under stress, and then different property of the hide gets preserved.
You could make that, I guess.
That would be cool.
Not bad. Yeah. Yeah, Mangi's, that's Devil Joe. Not a bad design. Oh yeah, this is how Gunner Uragan is very funny, because it's a good design, but like those shoulder pads. But
Becoming Saint Seiya.
yes. Yes, indeed. Those are some shoulder pads. Naga is just Naga male. We all know and love Naga male. There's so much fan art with Naga male since the Green Night days. But yeah, holy shit, Giginox is gonna... I reckon this is gonna look pretty good later on.
I mean, mine looks okay, but that's because it's basically Rathalos with the hidden side of Yagi. Like, one the same thing.
Yeah, so we're not gonna do another one today, I suppose.
Yeah, doubt it.
We could, actually. We could go overtime and just wrap this one up. If we want to. That's a different topic.
Already too hot, and we still need to go out, get steps in.
Yes. Sadly, Well, you know what? It depends actually on tomorrow. If they actually, release the Payday 2 engine out of beta, which I kind of wanted to do yesterday already. I sort of looked it up. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow, if the Payday 2 engine update is out, we will probably play that. If not, I guess more Monster Hunter. Then we can just wrap that up tomorrow. And then I will not look like this anymore, and we need to update slightly, I guess, our character picture, so... I mean, you still look similar, because as you said...
I look pretty much the same, just the high rank version of it.
Yeah, I mean, do you have the... Wait. You don't have the Yagi waist, right?
No, I have the Yagi arms.
Yeah, you barely see them, that they're not...
Yeah,
Rathalos.
basically the Barov waist and the Atsurus foots, briefs, whatever,
Briefs.
are both Rathalos now.
Yeah, so you just went very much a raft build at this point in time.
Kinda had to.
Oh well. But yeah, this was Baleful Giginox. We actually back probably soon on the I mean, we will upgrade your weaponry, good. But
And
we will
your weapon.
yes, and then we will start actually killing our way through all the quests in this rank. And I think we need to at least do Rathalos one more time, because you didn't do it after Naga. I don't think it counts of you done.
quest codes.
Okay. That you use. Oh, okay.
I've checked it already.
Okay, good. Good.
I'm just right.
Anyway, yeah. Hey, again, tomorrow, I will announce it on Blue Sky, if it's Payday, or, yeah, if it's Payday or Monster Hunter, and that will be that. So, yeah. See you all around. Bye.
Bye.